students participate, just watching their teamwork with one another, watching how they connect the real world bigger picture to what we're actually doing in class, that's been one of the most fun things. Probably the biggest highlight of everything is that I've had a lot of kids say, oh, I want to be an engineer. There's so many different kinds of engineering, and that was really, really exciting to see the kids making that connection.
So when students were working on the robots, I really noticed them using a lot of teamwork and putting their minds together to work through the process of getting the robot built. They had to use some creativity in the process because one of the activities was to get familiar with the pieces of the kit and create a toy to use with the pieces, and so that was really fun to see the students working together and creating something fun. As the students learned to build the robots, they were really working through like a step-by-step process on understanding first what they needed to be doing, but then working through following along a video prompted like step-by-step process in putting all the pieces together in the right parts, and they really had to pay attention to putting the pieces in the right parts so that when the build was finished, everything was working properly.
I've seen the character traits coming through big time. Patience is the first one that comes through. You know, PLTW is designed for inquiry-based learning, and that's hard for some kids, a lot of kids actually. And I think that the level of inquiry learning that it takes has been a challenge this first round. However, I've learned a lot as a teacher to be able to decipher which kids need what and how to meet their individual needs. So many kids have said areas of STEM, not just engineering, that they want to go into based on what we did with the robots. Just the building is kind of the easy part as far as looking at what you want to do maybe when you grow up and enter the career field. But all of the other things that go with it, the math, the science, just the technical building piece of it, I think a lot of kids can take a lot from that maybe they didn't see in themselves before.
The students are benefiting from the skills they are learning by working together, using teamwork. They're also getting experience with understanding how robots work and how they have such a big part in how things are put together and created out in the real world. This was a totally new experience for me, and so watching this happen from the beginning to the end was really something special. I had not had an opportunity to see students be faced with a problem and then have to work together to solve it with the kits and all the pieces that we were able to have. And so it was just really fun for me to be able to experience students working together in that way, and also learning the process along with the students was another great experience in this, and how students and teachers can work together to figure out something new that hasn't been done before.
I have benefited in countless ways. I've learned a lot about group work. I've learned a lot about just how teamwork works in general with kids. I've had these kids for 2 years, and I realized who worked well with whom. And they're in it for the long haul. They're in it for 10 to 12 weeks together. And I think next year I will preempt this unit by giving them a chance to explore grouping and give them a little bit more of a detailed plan as to what they're going to be doing.
So I really spoke a lot to the students about the value of what was being put in front of them. We spoke a lot about first how amazing it is that community members and the school district both came together to fund this project for them. And I talked a lot about how we need to really take advantage of this opportunity, because with this kind of project, building the robots, there's several different aspects of a future career that they were learning in the process. And so this experience allowed them not only to think about what would a robot look like in the future, but also like what are those other pieces that take part in it. So we're thinking of managing your time and working with other people and taking direction and understanding that step-by-step process, and how all of those pieces do play a part in a future career at some point.
I just want to say thank you. I think that the grant has just been invaluable, and while it was so much money and we're so grateful for every bit, it also makes us wanting more. It makes us excited to give it to kids that are not just in 6th grade. So I know that that's a long-term plan, and I know there's lots of things that need to be done in order to make that happen. But if us as STEM teachers, if we can do anything to push that forward, I know the 3 of us will probably be perfectly willing to do whatever we want. The excitement that these kids have had is just, it's immeasurable. And when they come through the door and they're like, are we doing robotics? Are we doing? And then it became, they came in and they would just pick up right where they left off, get their kit and start working. I didn't even hardly have to say anything. And that in of itself says they took ownership in it. And I think as a teacher myself, but just even the bigger scope of being STEM, we're just so grateful to have had this experience and opportunity. And personally, I look forward to the next module that we can get for 3rd through 5th grade so that they can participate in the fun as well.
Hi, I'm Matt Boozy-Cruz, and I am the principal at Clearview Elementary. And I just wanted to take some time here, and as we have gone through this whole process with PLTW and the robotics and automation kits that have been used for our 6th grade STEM, this has been a really tremendous opportunity for our students. Obviously, PLTW has been around in our district for a while. It has been used at the elementary level. Michelle Bobo in our challenge program has used it for a number of years, and she's been great that we've learned a lot from her through this process. Also, it's used at the middle school and at the high school with several different modules and such. So in order for this to come down to the elementary level, it was a great opportunity through this grant that we've received. However, this would not have been possible without lots of help from community partners. So I definitely wanted to take a few minutes and thank them. Wings was tremendous, donating a lot of what we needed monetarily in order to purchase several kits that we were in need of to make this happen. Also want to thank Homeyer Corporation for donating 4 kits. The Schweppe Corporation donated 2 kits. Our Tops from Union also donated 12 kits. We had an anonymous donor that also donated 12 kits. And also wanted to thank our Board of Education, which also helped us with 1 kit. So without the support of our community, none of this would have been possible over the past year. So we're very appreciative of all of our community partnerships, and thank you for that. So again, this has been a tremendous opportunity for our students, and we look forward to them continuing that in subsequent years and just continuing to grow this and expand this across the district. So again, thank you community partners, and thank you to our STEM teachers who put forth a lot of time and effort into making this a reality for our students. So thanks again for all of the support. We appreciate it.